my dudes? Welcome back to the channel. Damn, random hair in my mouth. Ugh. Anyways, I thought I'd come on and talk about a little something that just happened in my family. So, this really pisses me off. I do not agree at all with domestic abuse. Now, you're probably thinking, Shane, what do you know about domestic abuse? Well, coming from a kid who grew up in it, who experienced it, I don't agree with it. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what do you mean you grew up in it? Well, my mom and dad, up until I was probably about 5 years old, were married and together. And they had their good times, just like any couple. And then they had their bad times, just like any couple. But when their bad times hit, they hit. Still, you're probably sitting there thinking, well, what do you mean they hit? Well, my dad was verbally, physically, and mentally abusive to my mother. He was verbally and physically abusive to me. Well, long story short, my dad passed away when I was 6. My mom became pretty much our sole caretaker. My mom verbally, physically, and mentally abused me. Now you're probably going, well, why weren't you taken out of the house and put into foster care? Well, that's simple. One, I didn't go tell no one. Two, my bruises were easily explained. Three, we lived with my grandparents and they pretty much kept me safe when they could. That's the base. Now you're probably going, well, what do you mean you experienced it firsthand later on in life? Well, fast forward to so many years after I grew up. I was 26, thought I was happily married, and my ex-wife was not physically abusive, but she was verbally and mentally abusive. And we were together off and on for a few years, and then we got my daughter, and I ended up with full physical custody, and we shared legal. Now, I got out before it got too bad. I got out before a lot of things could happen that were going to. So, my ex-wife decided that she couldn't be a mom no more and decided she had to leave. So she left and left me and our almost year and a half old daughter. That I have proudly raised for 9.5 wonderful years of my life has been dedicated as a full-time parent. Now you're probably going, is this the same ex-wife you talk about in most of your videos where she has nothing to do with the kid? And ding, 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 you are correct, sir. Let me tell you what you want, a big fat helping of your right. Because I'm broke and I really don't have money to send people stuff. But my daughter, unfortunately, for the first time ever in 9 years, was a witness to domestic violence. That's right. Yes, she was out of town with my mom and stepdad. I did not think my stepdad was that type of man. Unfortunately, he proved me wrong. He is that kind of man, and he's actually worse than that kind of man. See, he not only verbally, physically, and emotionally assaulted my mother last night, he verbally and mentally assaulted my sister, who was up there with her son on vacation. I do not agree whether it's male on male, male and female, female and male. Just no, not allowed. Alright? I don't care if it's an alien and a male, an alien and a female. I really don't care. Just no.